Teke. Picture this. You're stranded on a train platform at midnight, the kind of place where the vending machine's flickering light is the only thing keeping you from sprinting home. The air smells like stale soda and regret, and the silence is so thick you can hear your own heartbeat. Then, from the darkness comes a sound. Tick-tick, like someone's dragging a rusty spatula across the pavement. You squint, and there she is. Teke, the urban legend who makes clowns look cuddly. She's a girl, or half of one, scooting along on her elbows like she's late for the Vengeful Spirit Olympics, a scythe clutched in one hand and a glare that says, "You're about to have a really bad day." Who is this legless terror? Story goes, she was a schoolgirl back in the day, probably daydreaming about katsu curry, when, oops, she tripped, or, let's be real, got yeeted, onto the train tracks. A speeding train turned her into a human sushi roll, slicing her clean in half. Now, she's Japan's angriest commuter, haunting stations and side streets, dragging herself faster than your uncle doing the worm at a wedding. Her scythe? Oh, that's not for gardening. If she catches you, schnick. You're getting a DIY lobotomy, or worse, bisected to join her no-legs club. Some say she's out for revenge on whoever pushed her. Fair. Others claim she's just salty that everyone else gets to wear skinny jeans. Either way, she's the ultimate I woke up and chose violence vibe. Picture her spotting you. You're fumbling with your phone, trying to look busy while secretly praying the next train's on time. That tick-a-tick sound gets louder, closer. You glance up, and she's booking it, like Usain Bolt on Red Bull fast. Her hair's whipping in the wind, no idea how, it's a ghost thing, and her scythe's gleaming like it's fresh from a Black Friday sale at Creepy Cutlery Co. You try to run, but your sneakers might as well be glued to the platform. She's got questions, too. Why you got legs? You flexing on me? Before you can stammer, I just like jogging. She's swinging that scythe like it's auditioning for a slasher flick. Locals swear by survival tips, but they're about as useful as a paper towel in a tsunami. Don't look at her, they say, as if you can ignore a half-girl breakdancing toward you with a blade. Stay off platforms at night. Cool, but what if you missed the last train because you were arguing with your boss in your head? Some old-timers claim carrying a mirror works. She sees her own face and gets distracted, probably because even ghosts worry about bad hair days. Others suggest shouting, "I'm legless too!" and flopping on the ground. Spoiler, she's not buying it. So, next time you're at a station and hear that take a scrape, don't stick around to see if it's her or just a janitor with a squeaky mop. Run like your life depends on it because it does. Skip the late-night train rides unless you're ready to star in Teke's personal art project, Portrait of a Human, now in 2 pieces. And maybe invest in a bike or a teleportation device. Just in case. Kuchisake Anna, you're strolling down a dimly lit street, earbuds blasting your go-to playlist, probably vibing to something way too upbeat for 11 p.m. The air smells like damp asphalt and bad decisions. Out of nowhere, a woman in a surgical mask steps from the shadows, blocking your path like she's auditioning for a low-budget thriller. "Am I beautiful?" she purrs, voice sweet enough to sell you a timeshare. You, being the polite dummy you are, shrug and say, "Yeah, sure, you're giving supermodel vibes." Big mistake. R.I.P. She yanks off the mask, revealing a mouth carved ear to ear, teeth jagged like a shark that flunked dental school. "How about now?" she screeches, waving scissors the size of a small sword, her eyes gleaming like she's about to go full Sweeney Todd on your face. Meet Kuchisake Anna, Japan's most extra urban legend, the slit-mouthed woman who's got a serious beef with beauty standards. Legend says she was a knockout back in the day, maybe a samurai's wife, or a wannabe idol, until, plot twist, her face got a makeover from hell. Some say a jealous husband went scissor happy. Others whisper it was a plastic surgeon who clearly skipped ethics class. Now she's a vengeful spirit haunting Japan's back streets, popping up like a jump scare ad to grill strangers about her looks. Answer wrong, and those scissors aren't for crafting. Flatter her too much? She's carving you a grin to match hers. Call her ugly? Congrats, you're now a human pincushion. Your only shot is to mumble something neutral like, you're average. Or, I've seen worse on reality TV. Good luck staying calm when her chompers are a foot from your nose. Imagine the scene. You're frozen, your playlist now mocking you with some cheery pop bop. She's leaning in, scissors glinting under a flickering streetlight, her grin so wide it could star in a horror flick called Teeth, The Reckoning. "Well, am I pretty?" she demands, probably offended you didn't notice her killer eyeliner. You stammer, you're fine." Wrong answer. She lunges, cackling like she just raided your group chat's roast session. You dodge barely, tripping over a stray soda can, your brain screaming, "Why didn't I take that self-defense class?" As she chases you, scissors snipping like she's got a vendetta against your entire skincare routine. Locals have pro tips for surviving this face-slicing diva, but they're about as reliable as a dollar store umbrella. Some swear throwing candy at her works. Apparently, she's got a sweet tooth and will pause to snack like a demonic squirrel. Others say shouting lipstick confuses her, maybe because she's like, "Wait, is my makeup smudged?" A few bold souls claim you can distract her by asking, "Am I beautiful?" turning the tables and sending her into an existential crisis. Spoiler, she's not falling for your TikTok confidence. Your best bet? Bolt like you're running from a Black Friday stampede and pray she doesn't have rollerblades under that kimono. So, next time you're walking home and spot a masked stranger giving off weird vibes, keep your compliments to yourself. Carry a pocket full of gummy bears just in case, and maybe invest in a How to Spot a Vengeful Spirit guidebook. If you hear that dreaded "Am I beautiful?" question, don't play hero. Just mumble "You're okay" and speed walk away. Because when Kuchisake Ana's on the prowl, one wrong word could leave you smiling wider than a bad Yelp review. Akamanto. Time to hit the bathroom? Yep, it's scary. With Akamanto, the red cape creep who's worse than running out of toilet paper. You're in a public restroom doing your thing when a creepy voice whispers, "Red paper or blue paper?" You look up, and there's a guy in a red cape looking like a low-budget vampire. Pick red, and he'll skin you alive, leaving you redder than a horror flick bloodbath. Pick blue? He'll choke you until you're bluer than a frozen popsicle. Try to be clever with green paper? He'll drag you to the underworld for sassing him. Legend says he's a vengeful ghost or a serial killer's spirit, haunting stalls to ruin your day. Why bathrooms? No idea, but Japan's restrooms are basically horror central. This cape-wearing creep isn't here to help with the hand dryer. Some say he's a murderer's ghost, others a janitor gone rogue. But either way, he's got a weird obsession with colored paper. You're in the stall, phone dying, when he looms, eyes glaring like you owe him rent. Pick wrong, and you're toast. Red means gore, blue means strangled, sass means a one-way underworld trip. Some say ignoring him completely, like pretending you're too busy texting to notice a cape-wearing ghost, makes him sulk and vanish. Others claim rejecting both colors and yeeting yourself out the door works, as long as you run faster than a salaryman late for the last train. So, next time you're in a sketchy restroom and hear that dreaded red or blue question, don't play his game. Act like he's not there, keep your eyes on the floor, and sprint like you're dodging your own reflection after a bad haircut. Hachishaku-sama. Get ready for Hachishaku-sama, the 8-foot-tall terror who makes every horror movie giant look like a toddler. This creepy lady in a white dress stalks kids in rural villages, mimicking voices, your mom, your dad, even your pet hamster, to lure you outside. She's muttering "po, po, po" like a glitchy horror soundtrack. Once she targets you, it's game over. She snatches you and vanishes, leaving your parents sobbing and your game console gathering dust. Some say she's a demonic yokai, others a vengeful spirit with a kid obsession. Either way, she's got no chill and loves scaring the daylights out of rural kids. Picture her looming over your village, dress flapping like a haunted bedsheet, eyes glinting like she's judging your hide-and-seek skills. That po, po hums through the air, and suddenly, your mom is calling you from the woods, except mom's at home burning dinner. Run, and she's on you faster than a YouTube ad with no skip button. She's taller than your dreams and meaner than your Wi-Fi lag. Hachishaku-sama is out here collecting kids like NFTs. Parents say toss salt or stick charms on the windows. Hear that creepy sound drifting through the yard? That's not someone beatboxing. That's your cue to shut up, log off Roblox, and hide under your bed like your life depends on it. Because it does. Hanako-san. Say hello to Hanako-san, the OG school bathroom ghost haunting Japan's third stall since forever. Word is, she chills in the third stall on the third floor of the girls' restroom, just waiting for some genius to knock 3 times and ask, Hanako-san, are you there? She always answers, yes, I'm here. That's when your spine starts filing a complaint, open the door, and boom, there she is. Red skirt, bob haircut, staring like you just failed her ghost exam. One wrong move and she's dragging you into a spirit realm that's way less Disney, way more, you're never coming back. Her origin depends who you ask. Some say she died in a World War II air raid. Others blame school bullies, or an abusive parent. The details are foggy, like every bad yearbook photo. But what's clear is this. Hanako turned school bathrooms into straight-up survival zones. Feel like testing your luck? Knock if you want. Just don't cry when Hanako pulls you into the pipe system like your ghost food. Best move? Skip the ritual, ignore the stall, and walk out like you never believed in her. Because once you knock, it's already too late. Tamino's Hell. Now, for something seriously cursed, Tamino's Hell, the poem that's basically a do not read warning in book form. Written in 1919 by Yaso Saijo, this nightmare fuel tells the story of a kid named Tamino suffering through the deepest pits of hell. Sounds bleak? It is. But here's the kicker. Read it out loud, and the curse hits back. We're talking real horror story aftermath, car crashes, mystery illnesses, electronics frying for no reason. It's the kind of bad luck that makes you rethink your entire to-read list. The poem itself is packed with blood, grief, and torment, like someone condensed a haunted novel into a death sentence. No one agrees on why it's cursed. Some say it's a yokai's trap. Others chalk it up to post-World War I despair weaponized into verse. Want to test it? Sure. Read it silently, you're good. Read it out loud, and you're basically sending a demon a calendar invite. My advice, stick to comics. Leave cursed poetry to people with nothing left to lose. Nuri Onna. Let's hit the beach. With Nuri Onna, the soggy sea serpent yokai who's wetter than a monsoon and deadlier than a shark with a grudge. Picture this. A woman's head, eyes locked on you, with a snake's body that could wrap around a cruise ship. Her hair? Dripping wet like a cursed shampoo ad, straight out of a J-horror trailer. She slithers out of the ocean during storms, eyes locked on beachgoers or unlucky fishermen. And then she pulls her favorite trick, hands you a baby wrapped in cloth. Cute, right? Wrong. That thing weighs more than your student debt. The second you grab it, you're paralyzed, crushed, or yanked straight into the water while Nuri Onna snacks on your soul like it's popcorn at a slasher flick. Nobody's sure what her deal is. Some say she's a vengeful spirit, others think she's just in it for the murder tourism. But one thing's certain. If a soaking wet lady with seaweed hair offers you a bundle on a stormy beach, don't be polite. Run like the T-Rex is behind you. Mary-san. Last up, Mary-san, the haunted doll with better tracking skills than your ex and creepier timing than a 3 a.m. text. It starts simple. You get a weird doll, maybe a gift, maybe some cursed find from a thrift store with zero lighting. You toss it because it's giving off full Chucky core energy. Then the calls start. First one. This is Mary-san. I'm at the garbage dump. Next. I'm at the bus stop. Final call. I'm outside your house. She's basically horror GPS with no off switch. And when she reaches your door, she's there, button-eyed, motionless, and silently judging your life choices. One blink later, she's not so motionless anymore. Nobody knows what she really is. A yokai? A cursed soul stuck in doll form? A ghost with unlimited data? Doesn't matter. Once she starts calling, you're on the final level of hide and seek, and you're losing. So next time you think about tossing a creepy doll in the trash, light a candle, call a priest, move to a bunker. Or better yet, just don't take it home in the first place. That's it for now. I'm not here to waste your time. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.